we're here at the van, and we want to show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes, how we got here. The shell of this van was a really big disaster, a lot of rust that we had to remove, and a lot of things that we had to do to get the shell back to a good state. So right now we're going to deep dive into how the layout happened, how the design happened. A lot of that came from Yulisha's side, so we're going to do a quick dive into how she used a whole bunch of different apps and like different design techniques just to get where we're going. We're in the middle of it now, and yeah, it's exciting. So it takes a lot of time to pull together, and we're excited to show you guys.
Yeah, and at the same time, you also get a little bit of a sneak peek. You can see behind us that the walls are in, window shapes have been made. We have a ceiling, AC, there's a wall here towards the
Electricity is
cabin.
done.
Yeah, like solar is on the roof. Like there's a lot has been done already, and we haven't started the build series videos yet, but they are all coming and they are definitely going to be worth the wait. We're really trying to like add some new value to the YouTube atmosphere of van life, which is why we want to do this concept right. This new format is, we really think it
Something different.
yeah, it's something different and it could really add something to what is already out there. Obviously, we could put out just a time lapse, and maybe we would do a time lapse at the end of the build where it's just us doing a voiceover and like showing the build from A to Z, like from start to finish as a time lapse. But in the meantime, just for our series, we want to do a little bit of extra things. If you don't want to watch the whole video, that's also fine. We just want to bring out the content. It's a little bit of a longer video, so if you get through it, well done.
So just to recap, this video is a bit of a check-in. We're still working on the new format, as Elisha said, and the van build is coming along beautifully. We are getting a lot of stuff done. We have a couple of weeks left and we need to get these things done. So we'll have another update for you guys this Wednesday coming. This Wednesday might be another filler video on how we're actually building the brand. It's not just about a van build or about how we travel. It's a complete brand that we're building, and it's a lot of input to that. So yeah, we can't wait to show you guys all the progress we've made and to share this journey with you. We promise it will be worth the wait, and again, just like for all the support and all the messages that we've been getting, all the family messages, all the cousins, everybody wanting to meet with us and cook in the van. Hint who you are. Like there's a lot of you guys commenting, and that really helps us. This is a big step we're taking, and we really want to do this right. Obviously, it's a lot of money that we're putting into this, and it's a trip of a lifetime that we want to get done. So thank you guys all. The little hikes, the little subscriptions, the little comments on the video, the little comments, they all help, and we really appreciate it. And yeah, it helps us keeping going. Nothing else at the moment. Like it's not that it helps us make money or anything like that. It just helps us personally move every day. So yeah, thank you guys so much. The comments, please keep it going. If you guys have any suggestions for us, shoot them through. Don't be shy, and we'll truck on by. If you're new here, I'm Keegan.
And I'm Elisha.
Our journey together started in Dubai when we met in 2021 during the pandemic. Not long after, our little Frenchie, like it, joined the family. And soon after, we got the best news. We were expecting our baby boy, Ethan. As new parents, we want Ethan to grow up knowing that true happiness comes from following our passions. And we realized that to teach him that, we had to live it ourselves. So we made a bold choice to step away from our comfortable life in Dubai, renovate a Mercedes Sprinter camper van, and take our family to the ultimate adventure.
So, since we are currently in the process of working on our videos and everything, we thought we'd give you some content still today, but a little bit different than normal. So what I'm going to do is so we originally started with a van design, which I will implement here, but that design has already changed. So what I'm going to try to do is to quickly make a design that shows you what our design is actually going to be. So like the updated version of our original design. Since I'm going to try to do it in as short as possible, I have all the measurements and I need and everything, but I'm not actually going to put it inside a Sprinter. I can actually show you right here. For instance, here, once it's ready loading, you can see here that this is our original design. And there's a whole bunch of things in the back. Don't pay attention to that. But this is actually the design that we started with and what made us want to do this. And you can see even though the upper cabinets are not curved towards the van, you can see that it obviously like fits into the dimensions of the actual Mercedes Sprinter van. And yeah, I can show you quickly this. This is a bathroom in the back. And what actually has already changed is that this bathroom side is now also a closed off garage. And our bathroom is only here in the middle. It's a walk-through bathroom. And you can walk out basically via the back exit. And on the left, right, and the right side are garage spaces. In the left garage space is our electricity system. In the right garage space is our freezer on a drawer slide. And a little bit is implemented into the bathroom, but you'll see that later on. Basically, our toilet is here at the bottom. I believe it's here at the bottom. And we can slide it out into the bathroom and use it in the bathroom. And then if we don't need it, we just slide it underneath. And then above that is our freezer drawer. And above that is basically a small section that we use inside the bathroom again, where our mixer tab is, because the shower head is not on this wall like it is here, pointing towards the back, but it's actually on this piece that is now the side of the garage or the bathroom, like the in-between, and it's actually pointing out this way. So it's a little bit different, but it's still the same idea as to where the back is basically divided between garage and bathroom space. Then if you go inside, I'm going to try and show it as best as I can. So this is our kitchen that you can see here. I can also show a little bit like this, but this is probably the best view. This is still the same, as in it is one large block of 2.25 meters that will hold our appliances. But also here, changes have already been made. So in this design, the gas stove is in here. This is our dishwasher that we have. This is our fridge, sink, and then upper cabinets from from left to right. That has changed as to where our gas stove is now here. Next to that, we have just drawers top to bottom, and an open workspace. Then we have our sink, with below that our reverse osmosis water filtration system. And then next to that is actually a full height cabinet. And that includes our dishwasher and fridge on top of each other. Just so that we don't, because the fridge is not massive. It's only 85 liters. But because we have a big freezer at the back, we're still able to take a lot of food with us. Combined, it's a lot of storage basically. And on the right here, you can see it here a little bit, is like one more, like a smaller cabinet, which basically is a full height pantry. It's a slide out pantry where we can still store a lot of stuff in. That same slide out pantry it's only like, it's less than 15 centimeters. You will also now find on this side, which obviously isn't here in this design. So in the back, you can see this corner sofa, which is pretty much the same, but here you see a cabinet. This is now actually moved to the back. So this is now the cabinet the garage cabinet here in the back. And this is just open space. I'll show another feature there if I take down the left wall. But this garage cabinet is now moved to the back. And this is just an open sofa from left to right. Then from like basically the long side of the L of the corner sofa is 195 meters, so 195 centimeters. It is 60 centimeters, no, 55 centimeters deep, and this was supposed to be a construction where we built Ethan's bed, but Ethan's bed is now moved because it fits perfectly here on top of the sofa towards the kitchen cabinet. So we prefer that, so it's just lower, and we can do different things with the space up top here. Different things with the space up top. It just feels a lot safer. This would have also been safe, but it's a little bit more complex to build because you have to have the right like mounting points in the ceiling, and with this it's not necessary. You'll see later on. We just put we have a plank basically, and we put that here between the sofa and the kitchen, and on top of that will go his mattress, and he's got a full-size kid's bed of 120 by 60, and we will make like a fold up railing, so he's actually just in between the door and the railing, so he's super safe. Table hasn't changed, it's still mounted on a rotatable mount attached to the sofa. And in here is actually our fresh water tank, which you can't see. I have already made a design of this sofa bench where there's actually two pull-out drawers here, and this slides out into a bed. So from the wall to the kitchen, it's about 120 centimeters, which isn't super massive, but it's a cozy bed for two people. And with 195, both of us can sleep in it. And to be fair, it's not a whole lot less space than what we have up top, because the rooftop sleep is 130 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. So it's only like a 10 centimeters extra. But if it's too cold or we just prefer to be close to the boys, then we just sleep inside here. We can take these pillows down. There's a slide-out drawer, which is fully extendable without supports, because it holds up to 250 pounds of, I know, actually 500 pounds heavy duty drawer slides. So it just extends all the way to the kitchen. We put our pillows on top, and this whole section becomes our double bed. Now, in between the corner sofa and the garage and bathroom space is this section. It looks, if I'm being honest, it looks smaller here than it is in real life, because what we have done is that right next to the sofa is an 80 centimeter desk. It will be one of our like workspaces, gaming spaces, whatever you want to call it. And there our screen will also be, that is rotatable, and that will function as our TV as well when we want to watch something. Next to the 80 centimeter desk is our wardrobe, which is actually another 70 centimeters. So this section to there is 1.5 meters. And if I go here to measure, this only shows that it's, you can see here at the bottom right corner as well, and here, it only shows 115, which is significantly smaller. So that is all changed. These upper cabinets have changed as well. The wardrobe of 70 centimeters wide will be full height. So not just an upper cabinet, but it will have a full height with a hanging section, drawer section, and also that pantry that I was talking about, which we will use for like our socks, underwear, maybe roll up some towels and all that stuff. That will just be in there. And that will just, even if we have like, how do you say, bathroom products like like shampoo, conditioner, soaps, and all that stuff, we can just store there. When we need it, we take it out into the bathroom and put it back there once we're done. Above the desk is going to be our control panel. So instead of having upper cabinets, because we want to have the front quite open, and Ethan's bed won't be there anymore, but to the side, we've decided to make this shelf space, just one big shelf that we can use for different purposes. One of the purposes is going to be that there's a control panel. So our 12-volt switches will be mounted on a panel in here. Now you can ask, like, why did you put them there and not like lower somewhere else in the van? That is because we have the rooftop sleeper tent. So imagine that up top here is our skylight. If we want to go to the rooftop tent, we have a ladder here, we will climb out. So we want to be able to climb out and then turn off the light, because otherwise you have to climb down or up in the dark, turn off the light, and then do it, like climb up in the dark. That's not very handy, so that's why we've done it. That is roughly what I can tell you about the design changes. Like show you about the original design and what we've changed already. So what I'm going to do now is like I'm going to open up a new design and create it as a simple box design, so it won't be in this Sprinter van. It will basically look a little bit like this, but then with the things how we've actually already made it. I've never done this before, so I don't know how I'm going to do, but I'm going to give it a try. There are no changes, so I don't need to change them. Create new. I'm going to do a decimal millimeters. That was the old design. Now I'm going to show you our updated design, just a basic version of it. It will basically just a block design, but with our updated changes, basically. First of all, this guy, lovely shirt, needs to go. Then I know that the width of our van is 179 and the length of our van is 423. So what I go here is I start a rectangle and I can make the length here and the width here. And here at the top right corner, you see these dimensions. So instead of like dragging it along myself and then clicking at the right point, I can just type it. I can see that the first number is the width and the second number is the length. So I will type 179, comma, 423. That's our van space. It doesn't look like much, but that is what the space is. Then for the height, I can make all the four walls, or I can just pull up this surface to 186 centimeters. Now, this is our van. This is the van interior space as we are actually building it. It doesn't have the curves of the Sprint as you saw in the original design, but it will give you a good idea of what our van will look like. Since this doesn't have the Mercedes exterior, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call each side left wall, right wall, ceiling, front and back. That way I can basically hide them and show you the inside of this box. I do that via tags. I make a tag, right wall, click a tag, this one. Now this is the right wall that can be deleted, that can be hidden. Another tag, back. Click on back. This is now the tag, and I can hide it. Another tag, left wall, front, and then ceiling. The floor I'm just going to keep there because we won't be removing the ceiling ever, so. Okay, that's it. That's all tagged. If I want to keep the right wall up, I just click it and it's done. Now, I'm going to make this design back to front. Why? No specific reason, but that's just how I put the measurements down on my list, so. And that's the only reason. And I know that the depth of the bathroom in the garages at the back is 77 centimeters and it's full width. So it goes all the way here and then 70 centimeters that way. Once again, I can choose to like guess it like this, or I can just type in 77 by 179 in millimeters, so times 10. And this is the garage space. Now to make all the walls right, I can do this. And now it's gone. It's made all the sides. So if I put it up, it's a closed box. Has a ceiling, all that stuff. Now, let me remove it. And I know that the left garage space is 46 centimeters wide. So that means that it's 77 centimeters that way and 46 centimeters this way. So I type 46 by 77. That's the garage space. This wall is already existing. So all I need to do is make this one and this one. And it's a fully enclosed box, which you can see here. Now, this side I don't want to have because it's basically going to be open. It has some shelving, like a cabinet interior, but there won't be a door. So you'll be able to see in like this, like so. Obviously, this doesn't represent the exact width of walls, etc., but you'll get the idea of what a good idea of what the design will look like. So it might be 12 millimeters or 6 millimeters off, depending on what the wood thickness was that we used. Now, the right side of the garage is 59 centimeters. So I'm going to do the same. I know from this point to that point is 77 and then 59. There you go. Now I can make this to there, and then let me just do that, and then from this to there, and it's done. You can see again, it closes the boxes, each of the boxes in fully, but I want actually both of them to be removed because this again will have a cabinet interior, and this actually both sides need to be removed because it is our walk-through bathroom. So now you can see, and especially if I put the left wall on the right wall though, like down, you can see that that is like an open walk-through space, but it still has a ceiling and a floor. Now, continuing with the kitchen, I know that the kitchen is 58 centimeters deep and 225 long. So 225 by 58 centimeters. Now, inside here, roughly around here, is the wheel well space. I will get to that and I will include it, but I'll do it once I build these cabinets. Now, to start off with, I'm not really sure if I should build this from this side or from this. I'm going to do it from this side. Now, the first cabinet is going to be 14 centimeters, and that is the width, basically the distance until the wheel well starts. So this will be 140, and it will be ceiling height, which is 186, 58, sorry, the depth of the cabinet, which is 58. So then I have that square. Then I know it's going to be a full height cabinet, so I'm going to make this wall, and I'm going to make this wall, and then I'm going to make this wall. It's closed. I'm not going to make the exact interior, but you'll get the idea. This will be fully extendable outwards, 58 centimeters, and we'll be using that as storage. Now, next to that is the wheel well. The wheel well is 22 centimeters deep and 93.5 centimeters long. So I started at the back and I'm going towards this way. It won't be going all the way to this edge, but that way I know which number is which when I fill in the dimensions. So right now I know that the small number is the depth, 22, and the long number, the first number, is the length. So I will have 93.5 centimeters by 22 centimeters. That's the wheel well. And what I also know that it's 31 centimeters high. So again, instead of drawing this out to 31 centimeters, I would just go in here, click on this surface and drag it up. That is the wheel well. Now, where it gets a little bit complicated is that wheel well will still have some storage underneath. So I'm going to divide that later on. Now, on top of the wheel well will be a full height cabinet that includes a microwave and dishwasher. Sorry about that. I actually don't know how to mute that, so I'm hoping there won't be a lot more. The cabinet will be 47 centimeters wide and 58 centimeters deep. So I will draw a rectangle from here towards here, this way. Now, again, I only know that that is the long number is the first number. That will be 47 centimeters, and the second number will be the depth, which will be actually longer, but once I fill that in, 47 and 58 centimeters, it will correct it. Now, that is my upper cabinet. I won't put in the exact interior of the cabinet, but that's the cabinet with next to it the pantry. Underneath here will be storage space. So I'm going to close it anyways. Where did it go? Probably best if I do it the other way. Like that. It's closed. In reality, this will be open because I think we might use it as storage for lichen stuff. So his food bowls might be going here and all that, and everything. Now, next to this, so you gotta take into account that I don't know the exact dimensions, but let's say this section will be for the dishwasher, and above that will be our fridge, and above that will just be storage space. So on the left of that will be our sink. Now the overall kitchen height, which I haven't told yet, is 95 centimeters. So what I can do already to create this back wall is, so there's one for 64 remaining, which you can see here on the right when I go towards this wall. And I want it to be 95 centimeters high. So that is 95. That is the height. That is the total height of our kitchen counter space. It is a bit high, but we've done it on purpose. So, as I was mentioning, on the left of our fridge is our kitchen with our kitchen sink with underneath there our water filtration system. And it's a little bit of a difficult draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the left side of the kitchen, which is where our stove will be. And that cabinet will be 36 centimeters wide. So it's an easy draw for me to make this 950 wide and 36 centimeters, sorry, 950 millimeters high, 95 centimeters high, and 36 centimeters wide. Now, I can close this cabinet like this. That's the wrong one. Let me just do this, go back here. I can draw these frames and it's closed. Now, in there will be, so on top of here, inside, like if I just give you an idea, like that will be our stove aimed towards the back. But, well, I can draw like that, but I'm not sure what the exact depth is, but you'll get the idea. Below that will also be our gas bottle storage and everything gas related. And if there's some space extra, then we'll use it just for storage. Then next to that is our drawer workspace. It will be 65 centimeters wide, 95 centimeters high, and 58 centimeters deep. That's it. Now, this is the last cabinet space. This will be drawers, just for the sake of having something there and giving you an idea. I'm going to draw these drawers. Most definitely not the exact way, but we will have a large drawer for like pots and pans, and in these drawers we will have like cutlery, our plates and glasses and all that stuff, and we use it as pantry as well. Now, by way of deducting, it's basically created this cabinet as well, and this is how it's going to be. If I close this cabinet like this, you won't be able to see, so I'm just going to do that later. So at the top here is going to be our sink. Below that, here from left to like basically on this side of the wall will be a water filtration system. It comes with a pressure water tank, which will be set on top of the wheel well, and that gives us exactly the right amount of space to have our sink drain pipes and everything in the middle, and we can house our bin in front of it. So in front of the wheel well, it will basically come till here. The sink is 20 centimeters deep, and that would just all be in this cabinet. It is too complicated to draw that all in, so I'm just going to close the cabinet. And I've now told you what's going to be there, so I'm hoping that's enough to give you an idea. Again, this space is open for lichens, food bowls. We will probably make like a little shelf here, which could point in like this, then, or it could be a shallow drawer, but something will be there to house this food and everything. Now, that's this side. Now we have to go to this side, which will have our wardrobe, our desk, and our sofa. It is getting more difficult and difficult to draw this, but I'm going to keep doing my best, because obviously now if I want to draw this side, you can see that it's still open, but I can't really see that side anymore. So I'm going to try my best. The wardrobe is 70 centimeters long, or 70 centimeters wide, and 60 centimeters deep, and full length, which gives me here that's the wardrobe space. Because it will stick out, which is true, this will automatically close, but I can click and simply remove it to be open again. Now, I still have to close this side because this is going to be a wall. So here it goes again. That is our actual bathroom entrance, and it will overlap a little bit here, so that's where the wall will end. But actually inside this wall, it's quite a thick wall. There will also be like all our piping for water pipes, and also our shower curtain will be there. So it's actually going to be inside this wall and this wall, so you can completely close it off. Now, as for the wardrobe, oh, I actually forgot something. Before I draw the wardrobe, okay, let me just remove this line and this line, because that's not right. Because first of all, I told you we're going to make the pantry, which is also 14 centimeters. It's basically copying it from the other side, which is exactly what it is. And then I can close it off. It will keep doing that for as long as I make alterations. Let me see if this, yeah. So that wall is now there. Then all that remains is to close off this side. No, that didn't go well. Do that. is to do that. The back is open, but then again, if I would move here, you will get like an idea. This is the pantry that will house our socks, our underwear, our towels stacked up on each other, like that stuff. Then we have another wheel well, which we know the dimensions of. I'm going to make another triangle here. It is 22 centimeters deep and 93.5 long. So that is, there we go. Again, 31 centimeters high. There it is, like that. And then that will house our wardrobe and desk next to it. So to do this, I'm going to actually draw it from the top. 70 centimeters by 60, which is that way. There you go. That is the desk. Sorry, that is the wardrobe. By doing it like this, it automatically closes over the wheel well. So I don't need to do that. See, it will close it over it. Now, again, the bottom here will have, well, what I forgot to say, like all this bottom will also have like a little bit of a toe kick, so, which isn't illustrated here, but it will be there. And the same goes for this side. But the bottom will basically be, so from here, what's the best way to do this? I'll probably do it like this. Yeah. So there, to illustrate that there will be drawers. Drawers, and then this will be a hanging section and some more space. Basically, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do the interior, but you'll get an idea. Now, next to it is a desk. The desk will not be full depth. It will only be 40 centimeters deep, which again makes it a little bit more difficult for me to draw it. I actually, let me just look up the height of our desk. Probably around 80 centimeters. So what I'm going to do, and this is a little bit of, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but so we will house our PC on this wheel well inside a closed but well ventilated space, and then next to it will be open towards the couch for leg room basically. So what I'm going to do, and I haven't done this before, so let me just figure this out. I know that 20 centimeters will stay open, and I want it to be 80 centimeters high, our desk. So let's say, and the worktop is going to be 36 millimeters thick. So that means that 74.4 that is the space. So now what I can do is, now I can do this, which needs to be 36 and 40 centimeters. That is hard. Sometimes I don't even understand how I do this myself, but let me just do this and this. Now our desk is going to be 80 centimeters wide, and if I go this way, it's 36 and 800. That is, I'm creating our worktop here. I never did this before this van build, by the way. I just learned myself as I needed to do this, which is also why I don't know exactly how to explain it, but that is our desk. Our desk, and we will have a chair here, obviously, which we will only set up. It's going to be a fold-up chair, so which we will only set up when we use it. If we don't, then it's just some extra open space here. Below here will be our laptop, sorry, our PC casing, and then it will actually have like a stander here. So how am I going to draw this? I'm not so sure. Is it maybe like this? This is me just figuring out as we go. That means that this is all done. I can remove these because you won't see them on the side. You will only see them from the front. Yeah, that's our desk. It won't be obviously as thin as this, but it will be 12 millimeters thick. The side, and right next to it, there it is. Let's go. Let me just just for funsies. How does this look now with this wall? I need to remove this line. Yeah, now it's all good, I think. Yeah. Desk, wardrobe, it's all there. So all that's left is our corner bench and upper cabinets. Now, is it starting to look like a van yet? You get the idea, right? All right, so it's very easy as is. So yeah, this is good. This is going to stretch all the way there. It only says 182. I can confirm that it's in fact 195. And this is already measured and taped in. So I'm just going to leave it like this as is, just for the sake of not having to redo it all again. It's going to be 55 centimeters deep. Like that. It is going to be, I have to check the actual design, but I believe it's going to be, wait, I have the design on my laptop next to me, but it's okay. To create the corner side, I have to move a little bit this way. The corner side is again also 55 centimeters deep. So that's it. This is going to be our walking space. There will be a table here that we can rotate. We can take off also if we don't want to use it. And just to be able to get going, I'm going to say that the bench height will be 40 centimeters with an extra 10 centimeters of pillow on top. So I'm going to make this like this. Inside of here is actually our fresh water tank. And also this will be a slide out bed and everything. So oh, I can't do it like that. Oh wait, I'm gonna do it like this. Now obviously the interior of this will look totally different than what I've just designed. This will have a slat top, it will have pillows on top of it, and it will have pillows at the back. There's a window here. This one, the other windows we've actually closed on this side, but there's still one window here. There's a bulkhead divider on this side with actually a secret pass-through that, if needed, we can get from inside the cabin, inside the van, into the cabin, in case we, for some reason, we won't be able to do it from there. We directly want to go as soon as possible. It's just a safety measure, I guess. Now the upper cabinets are going to be 31 centimeters from the top. And the same goes for the shelf that I was talking about above the desk and the ceiling and the corner sofa. So what I'm going to do again, just for ease, is I'm going to make this 30 centimeters, and I'm going to make this 1 centimeter thick. Well, let me make it the actual thickness, and let's do 12. That's going to be it. And it's going to be like this. It's going to be 12 millimeters thick, and it's going to be that. Now, if I draw this, then we will have the shelf there, and that will be it. For that side, that is that side of the design completely done. Not in full detail, but you will be able to get an idea of how this van is actually made. Oh, of course, I'm not going to see it until it's like that. Now, the same goes here. I have to quickly measure what the length is from this section to there. It's 164, which means that from here to there, no, there, will be 31 centimeters or 30 centimeters. That is our upper cabinets on that side. I will, again, it will be 30 centimeters. So that will be 300. That's 300. And then I can quickly close it. And that will give you the full idea of what a design will look like. I'll put all the walls up.